Hey, Goliathon Volunteer, this is Phil McFarland. I am here with Paul Stone.
How's it going, guys?
And we're going to talk to you about Balancing Act. Thank you for being a volunteer for us. We're going to talk to you about the rules and how to be a good volunteer at this obstacle.
Okay, so as you're volunteering here, you're going to be volunteering with a group, and one of the people in the group needs to sort of be the greeter to the obstacle. All right, there's several different positions here. You can be a greeter, you can be a kind of a person that watches in the middle, you can be a band hander out, you can be a recorder using the iPhone app. Okay, as the greeter, you want to make sure people know they're coming to Balancing Act, and while they're here, they need to know before they start, they need to know the rules. Okay, so here's the rules. Pretty simple on this obstacle. Cross the water by touching only the color of your tier. Okay, so included in here is the idea that if you touch the water, then you're crossing the water by touching something other than the color of your tier. All right, so if somebody drops a leg down into the water, they're out. Okay, if they touch yellow, they're out. Okay, and as a judge, you're gonna need to say when you see that, hey, sorry, you just failed, you touched yellow, you touched water, you're out. Okay, they can use their hands. All right, so sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't. If you think it'll help, you can do that. All right, so let's take a look at the obstacle. As they come into the obstacle, let's look at G1 first. Okay, G1, they're allowed to have help. All right, as they walk through here, there are still things that you can be called out for on G1. Okay, you can get help, but if you put your foot on this board here, that's yellow. Okay, so if somebody does that, then they're going to be called out, and you got to step on that. As the judge, you got to step right in and make that clear. Okay, they just have to get to the other side, and they've got to touch the landing pad first. All right, G2 is a little more complicated. There's more yellow, and there's a little more of a zigzag to it. So
Can't touch the yellow.
Can't touch the yellow. They can put their hand down on the orange, however. Okay, G3. When someone's doing G3, you got to keep a close eye on it because there's a lot of things they can fail on. All right, let me just say as well, as they start the obstacle, here's what a start looks like. All right, I haven't started yet. Now I started. Okay, my foot's off the ground. I've officially started. Now I just failed. Okay, now it's frustrating to fail that early, but it's easy to do, and as a judge, you got to call them out. They're going to work their way across here. They need to make it all the way across with touching only the color of their tier, and they need to touch the landing pad first on the other side. Once they touch the landing pad, you can give them a band and they can have their score recorded as a successful attempt. If they fail out in the middle, they need to get off. Okay, so if they touch yellow, you need to ask them as a volunteer. I know it's tough to do because it's water, but the rules are that once you fail, you have to jump down and get off. Okay, so it's tough to do. You can be assertive, but also be very kind in that process. All right, if someone just absolutely refuses, there's no sense in arguing with them. Say, okay, continue on as far as you can, quickly as possible, because there's people behind you. Okay, so be assertive, but be polite. Make sure we judge accurately and consistently throughout the day. Okay, Phil, any other things?
Remember that every participant needs to be scored in the app, even failed attempts. So make sure you're recording everyone as they go through. And if you have any questions throughout the day, let us know. We will be over to check on you. Thanks for being here.